don't work out. I've been talking all this time, but of course, yes, I was muted. My microphone was turned off. Also, why is it overblowing so much, the microphone? Why is it overblowing so much? Jesus Christ. Filters. Oh, the gain is upped. Okay, never mind. There you go. Close. That's better. How is it now? Still alive, I see. Yeah, for now. Last night was the biggest drone attack since the start of the war, so, that's nice. Been hiding from drones as Trump and Putin were having a call. A lot of explosions last night. Russia really trying to contain your power level. All those drones attacks. Yeah, there's one going on right now as we speak. So who knows? Who knows what'll happen? No, I had an interview today for the Independence Day. It was in English, so it's very American, very patriotic. How did it go? It went well. I've learned some interesting information about Bakhmut and the attitudes of people not from Donetsk towards people from Donetsk. So that's interesting as well. What else? I'm going to be talking about it maybe more in depth. But yes. Hello, Zoshilix. Oh, yeah. I did listen to some of the music on stream. What's up? How are you? Let's listen to the music till the end. Seems that Russia is trying to do something similar to Konstantinivka. Maybe. Russia's definitely trying to do something. And here I am playing Go while all of this is unfolding. Isn't that interesting? The cycle of life. Literally the cycle of life and death, considering that I'm also trying to kill my opponent actively. Look at that. I'm attacking him for her or them. They're being under attack. Not bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. War means that people stop war. War never changes. This might become a live stream, leak stream if you don't. If you're not too careful. A live leak? What do you mean? But what does that mean? A live leak stream. What am I leaking? I'm not leaking anything. Okay. Let's see what the situation is. Let's see the alarm. Yep. Still. Let's open the window so that we can hear what's happening. Actually. What's quiet? Was far less quiet before. Quieted down. There was quite some anti-air before. Newsflash, keep ablaze. Wonderful. Wonderful. All I hear is people outside violating curfew. It should not be a thing, okay? Don't violate curfew. What does in fact change a lot? Nah. War never changes. Have you played Metal Gear? What do people think, by the way? Which people? Live Leak was a website that hosted combat. Oh. I mean, I'm not in combat, so. You know? I'm sorry. I'm not exactly hosting combat footage, am I? I mean, I sort of am, considering that this is a very violent game of Go. I admit, I am posting combat footage. As the drones descended upon me from the skies, from the heavens, they descend. Isn't that quaint? I'm doing terribly in this game. I should be ashamed. My day was more productive. What makes you say so? Is it because I had that interview? To be fair, both Fallout and Metal Gear are right in some way about war. It's just again it from different lenses. Hello, Conrad. Fallout. Why did you mention Fallout? Thank goodness we're not in the Fallout scenario quite yet, so. We're not quite there yet. Feel like nothing of significance will happen anymore. Which, the last time I said that, a children's hospital was hit, so maybe I shouldn't be so fast to declare what will or will not happen. Because the war never changes from Fallout, if I remember. Oh. I thought that was from Metal Gear Solid 4. Or is it the opposite in Metal Gear Solid? Or it changes? Or he's changed? I forget. Okay. See? I got bad memory. I'm a bad Metal Gear Solid fan. Apologies. I'm a fake gamer. I am a fraud. Will you ever forgive me for being so morally bankrupt? Can you find it in your heart to forgive me? Well, so what did you do today, Dr. Johns? Fake Metal Gear fan. Maybe. Maybe you'll forgive me? I forgive you, Lucy. Thank you. Yes, there's so many weird. My goodness. Right, Poland shuts NATO door for Kiev. Also, Poland's consulate was hit last night, so just so you know. And of course, there's going to be zero consequence because what sort of consequence could Poland possibly dish out? I cannot imagine even. I cannot even imagine what sort of consequence Poland could possibly dish out. Yes, Polish consulate in Kiev was hit, I believe, by drone debris. How did your interview go? It went well. We conducted it in English. I interviewed a girl from Bakhmut. It was interesting. It was a nice interview. As always, I've learned something. Something. Oh, there we go. Now I heard something fly by. I definitely heard something just now. Nice, huh? Hmm. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of this, just resigning this game. Hello, fake Alec Carl Parker. I posted some things in the Discord politics about Russia and Poland. Yeah, I saw. I also saw that translated meme from Ukrainian about the Putin's cycle of about Trump's cycle of calling Putin and calling it Biden's war, which he did, by the way, after this attack. Trump, in fact, did call it Biden's war, but while saying that he is very disappointed in Russia. What a joke. What a joke, isn't it? Would you call it a joke? Would you say that it's a joke? I think I killed it. Wow, incredible. Could you please dumb down more in general? It's gonna be maybe okay. The rules of Go I can figure out from the gameplay, not gonna lie. You surround empty intersections, that's the goal, and you also rob enemies' stones from empty intersections to kill them. That's basically the gist of the rules. That is the gist of the rules. So yeah, Lucy should live. What? Oh, Lucy should live. I was like, I am live. What do you mean? Lucy should live. I am not smart. Maybe Lucy should live. So those are the rules of law. Also, as always, if you like what I do, I'll be going to Kharkiv soon, so I need all the help that I can get from you, beautiful viewers. You are beautiful viewers. As viewers, you are very beautiful. There are no more beautiful viewers than you. Big, beautiful viewers. Which doesn't mean that I'm calling you fat, okay? I'm just doing a spoof on the big, beautiful bill, which passed. So I guess good luck with that. Good luck with the fact that the big, beautiful bill passed. No, you're not. They don't believe you. I don't believe you, Dr. Johns. You lie to me all the time. Oh, wow. I haven't even noticed that. Oh my gosh. I haven't even noticed that I killed all of the middle stuff. Wow. Okay. It's incredible. I guess I win. I wanted to resign in this game, but I guess you should never give up because you never know what will happen. You just literally never will know what will happen. You just never know. Well, the enemy is dead. By the enemy, I mean my opponent in a board game. Wait a minute. Am I being called a big, beautiful community again? I mean, it's a beautiful community. I wouldn't call it big, though. Okay, all things considered. I'm
10,
listening for
9,
drones.
8, 7,
Hold.
6, 5. I'm not even sure what I just heard. Maybe it was just a car. Yeah, I'm great. I'm great at listening 10.
for danger. Amazing. Just keep going. There are no rules. Yes, there are. Okay. Just because this game has easy rules, it does not mean that there are no rules. Okay. There actually are quite a few rules to this game. Also, is the opponent killing himself too? What the hell is the opponent doing? What? What the hell? What's going on? Now the opponent is what? I guess that is my bad. I guess they will not die here tonight. Very lucky. Although very strange as well. I could have killed him here. Whatever. Instead I will kill him here. Same difference. Same but different. There you go. You died here. What? You kidding me, dude? You have got to be kidding me. I cannot believe this. Oh, almost survived. I almost got one up over me. You like your face? Oh, that's good. I don't like mine. So let's see. The big beautiful Bill. Oh, whoa, crap! No, now I'm definitely winning. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't know if I win. Bad bankruptcy bill. No, it's a great, big, beautiful bill. What are you talking about? This is still a movie night. Yes, I will. I will. You know, I will do my best. No, America's okay. Make America great again, don't you know? America is just being made great again by Donald J. T. Donald J. T. is making America great again. I don't know if you know. We're just making America great again. One Medicare at a time. He resigned.
White wins.
Right. What are we doing? Big bold bill. Jesus, people are so ruthless. People are so mean. I hope you're all liking the stream. What am I hearing? No, it's just cars. I don't think I'm hearing anything real. The big noises were here yesterday. What the hell is happening? Biggest drone attack on Kyiv since the start of the war was here. Well, there's still drones, apparently. We just cannot hear them here. We are still in air siren. Kyiv faces unprecedented terror attack. Will the world respond strongly enough? No, it will not. It will not. Spoiler alert, the world will respond with a pathetic whimper at best. Okay, that is basically what is going to happen. That is usually what happens. Live chat, so that I can read all of your chats like I should. Big bold bill. Right, let's see. Oh, there you go. Kyiv targeted in a major Russian drone attack. Well, what do you know? Is it talking about the one today or tonight or the one last night? Russia launched new drone strikes on Kyiv just as President Donald Trump criticized past U.S. military aid to Ukraine. Follow DW for more. I guess, yeah, this is the newest. This is from tonight. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I guess I'm also gonna be talking about tonight's attack, the one that's happening right now. Whoa, this is what I call breaking news. I'm being droned as we speak. Droning over and over again. How cool is this? Isn't that cool? Now I'm really giving you content. So, Russia attacked the capital of Ukraine with dozens of combat drones on Friday, according to authorities in Kyiv. Well, if the authorities say so, then now I know that actually we're under attack, okay, and that it's not fake news. Now I know that I'm really being attacked. Now I know. Lucy is now leaving the unbombed category. I have left it some time ago. Listen, I've been to Ukraine before, okay? I left the unbombed category some time ago. Crazy. Maybe. I don't know. Doesn't count if you're still alive. I don't think so. They seem to have struck mostly residential buildings. Several people were reported and injured. I'm in a residential building, so I guess I'm prime target. The attack came after U.S. announcement this week that a batch of arms shipments to Ukraine would be paused. Oh yeah, the U.S. has paused shipment because apparently the Pentagon has claimed that the U.S. is running out of weapons in its stocks. Yeah, that's right. The Pentagon representative has claimed that the U.S. is running dangerously low on shells, anti-air, and a few other things. And also, the administration has said that the shipments of weapons that are already waiting in Poland to be sent to Ukraine should be either diverted to Israel, because of course Israel needs more weapons against the children in Gaza, or should be just taken back to Washington. So there you go. And it is a beautiful, beautiful combo, combined with the fact that Trump has not approved any new aid ever since he has taken office in January. So it's beautiful. The fact that we have frozen aid and Russia is attacking Ukraine more and more than ever. Are we going to get military academy streamlessly, like learning about Shahid drones or CABs, controlled aerial bombs? Yeah, of course. Of course we're going to get military academy. Why would we not? I'm a military expert after all. I'll tell you all about the Shahids and the CABs. I'm the best when it comes to these things. Okay, I have conducted several professional lectures on the topic of cabs, and I feel like I'm the utmost authority on the subject. There's nobody as good on this as me. There's nobody as good as I am. Okay? If anybody tells you that they are as good as me, they are lying to you and they should be, I don't know, fired. So the Trump administration just said 20 billion more to Israel. Link it in the side chat. Okay? I want to see it. I want to see it. Now I know this is pod racing. Oh yeah. Racing against the drones. This is drone racing. Forget pod racing. This is drone racing. You were just, well, it sounded realistic enough for me to, I thought it was real for a second. Okay? It sounded real enough for me. All things considered, okay? Every day I keep hearing stupider and stupider things, and now, like when I hear something, my instinct is no longer to say, oh, it's BS. No, now my instinct is to say, link it please, because it actually sounds like it could be super true, because, I don't know, there's a race to the bottom on horribleness. There's a real race to the bottom. Okay? Things could not have gotten worse. Things could have not have gotten worse. Pod racing. That's the point of the joke. It sounds surreal while being batshit insane. I mean, define batshit insane, because we're sort of, it feels like we've already passed that threshold. And I'm not gonna say threshold, I'm gonna say threshold. We have way past this threshold. of a mess. Hello, Philip August. Let us see situation. Google. Zelensky and Trump agree on joint defense efforts in fruitful. Oh my gosh. In fruitful phone call. Oh my gosh. All Trump's phone calls are fruit. Oh no, never mind. No, actually, surprisingly enough, the latest Trump-Putin call was not fruitful. Air siren map Ukraine. Alert map in there we go. Oh, never mind. The danger has passed in Kiev. How beautiful. Finally, we can rest. We can rest now. The danger has passed in Kiev. Most recent alert 9 minutes ago. So this was the attack from tonight, which it seems that we are safe now. President Donald Trump said his predecessor Joe Biden emptied out our whole country, giving them weapons. Oh, wait, what? Russia attacked. They seem to have stuck most residential buildings. The attack came after President Donald Trump said his predecessor Joe Biden emptied out our whole country, giving them weapons, and we have to make sure that we have enough for ourselves. It's already been confirmed that the U.S. has in fact enough for itself. In fact, I have proof. I have credentials. Okay, I have receipts. I have receipts saying that what I'm saying is absolutely true. So don't trust me. Trust my evidence. US froze aid even though stockpiles enough. Okay. Pentagon halting some promised munitions for Ukraine. In Poland, by the way. We haven't. Trump denies pausing weapons to Ukraine. Oh, of course this happens. Trump denies it. We haven't. US President Donald Trump brushed off a reporter's question on July 3rd about pausing weapons deliveries to Ukraine, claiming Washington is giving weapons to Kyiv. The Pentagon previously confirmed that the US has already halted some military aid shipments to Ukraine in order to conduct what it calls capability review of its own stockpiles. Why did you pause weapon shipments to Ukraine? A reporter asked Trump as the president prepared to board Air Force One. We haven't, Trump replied. We're giving weapons. Trump then offered contradictory answers, saying the US is trying to help Ukraine while also claiming that former US President Joe Biden depleted country's weapon stocks with military aid to Kyiv. I have to see that. Of course, it's all Biden's fault. Biden has depleted the entirety of the stockpile. Trump. Biden depleted stockpile. God. We completely rebuilt our stockpile. Okay, this is from administration emptied our whole country giving Ukraine weapons. Oh my god. Donald Trump announces that the alleged auto pen used by Biden is under investigation. Beautiful. Big beautiful bill. This is almost as beautiful as the big beautiful bill. Since you got toddler as police, I just want to point out that toddlers are very bad at strategy games. That is true. That is kind of, sort of, sometimes usually true. But don't worry.
First public comments after the U.S. announced that it is pausing the shipment of some. Joe Biden for not stopped giving.
Yeah, I want to listen it from Trump's mouth. Okay?
Much less tariffs.
DeSantis was smart.
You can tell me, by the way.
You're welcome. Hey, real quickly, you mentioned Alejandro Mayorkas.
No, I wanna see the empty.
Its own use.
Is this some? Can I see it somewhere?
We haven't. We're giving weapons, but we've given so many weapons. But we are giving weapons, and we're working with them and trying to help them. But we haven't. You know, Biden emptied out our whole country giving them weapons, and we have to make sure that we have enough for ourselves.
Oh my God! Of course. Where is the X version? X Trump Biden emptied stockpile. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to type Twitter. Just typing. Oh. Whatever. I cannot believe what's happening. We heard it here. So yes, Biden has emptied the entirety of the stockpile. All of it. All of it is empty. Okay, Post is here. Top chat? No. Toddlers. Don't underestimate toddlers, they can be quite deadly. So holding a yard sale is emptying my house? Yes. And somebody has to fill it in with stuff later. So that's been a thing. That has been certainly a thing. And now, let's go back to the thing that happened actually. Biggest attack on Kyiv since start of war. You know where I was when this was happening? Do you know where I was as this thing was happening? ABC News.
President Trump is expected to speak with Ukraine's president. He's dead and 20.
Spoilers, it did not go well. It went horribly. In fact, it went so bad that Trump, with like very sad expressions, said that no progress has been made with Vladimir Putin. No progress at all. Could you have expected this to happen? True. Best president. I've been next to a McDonald's as this was
23
happening.
people are injured after hundreds of drones swarmed Kyiv overnight.
Look at this.
The attack came shortly after President Trump spoke with Vladimir Putin.
Look at
ABC's
this.
Patrick Reevell is following that story for us from London. Patrick, what's the latest?
Yeah, Trump spoke to Putin, and as a result, Kyiv has been hit with hundreds of drones.
Dan, yeah, this was a massive attack. Russia launched
Most massive since the start of the war.
well over 500 drones and missiles into Ukraine. All night, hundreds of drones were swarming Kyiv. People there are describing it as one of the most intense nights in the capital since the start of the full-scale invasion. This morning, the center of Kyiv was even still veiled in thick smoke from those strikes. At least one person was killed and 23 injured. And this came less than a week after another record attack. These massive bombardments are now starting to happen almost weekly.
So I guess every week Russia breaks a new record when it comes to attacking Kiev. Okay, I've been here last week for the record attack last week, and I've been here yesterday for the new record attack. How many records am I going to be here to witness? How many records will we break together? What is even happening? And Jesus Christ, I'm going to show you in a moment, but
And as you noted, it also followed President Trump's call with Vladimir Putin.
people spent all night in the subway, by the way. People just hid in the subway and were spending the entirety of the night hiding from drones. Because the subway is very deep and the subway is actually the perfect shelter.
Last night, where Putin again rejected a ceasefire. Ukrainian officials are saying that is no coincidence, that this attack is meant to reinforce a sense of hopelessness and impunity. Now, President Trump, after the call, said he was, quote, very disappointed with Putin, that he...
Yeah, very disappointed indeed. I actually have a link here, I believe, where he says that. Come on, let's watch the link. Let's watch the link of Trump being very, very disappointed with Russia. But remember the meme, okay? Remember the meme.
For Russia and Ukraine, are you speaking to Zelensky tomorrow, and what are you hoping
I'm speaking to President Zelensky tomorrow, early in the morning, and I'm very disappointed with the conversation I had today with President Putin, because I don't think he's there. I don't think he's there, and I'm very disappointed. Well, it's not, I'm just saying, I don't think he's looking to stop, and that's too bad. This is Biden. This isn't me. This is Biden's war. It wouldn't have happened if I were president.
There you go. This is Biden's war. If I were president, it never would have happened.
It wouldn't have happened. So, I in one way I hate to get too involved because it's Biden's war.
There you go. It's like the meme. Trump calls Putin. They have a call. Russia launches massive attack on Ukraine. Okay. And then, hold on. What's the exact order of this meme? Because this meme has like specificity to it. There you go. Where is it? Calling Putin, no progress in the conversation with Putin. Then Russia does a mass attack on Ukraine. And then Trump says this is Biden's war. Rinse and repeat. Then he calls Putin again. And the cycle repeats. I think that this is, in fact, indeed, very, very true. Okay? Thank God Kiev has a subway. Imagine it was like America and they had none. I mean, the US has subways. Doesn't it? I'm pretty sure the United States has subways, which Tucker Carlson has blasted for being full of drug addicts and stuff like that, compared to the Moscow subway. Did you forget? Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten about the drug addict-filled subway? How could you have forgotten? I cannot believe you. So yes, and we have gotten through the biggest attack on Kiev since the start of the war. Trump said no progress with Putin. Kremlin responds. Trump says no progress made after phone call with Putin. No progress made.
US President Donald Trump has failed to convince him.
With him today at all. I didn't make any progress with him today at all. With him today at all.
The pair.
I didn't make any progress with him at all. I didn't make any progress with him.
I didn't make any progress with him today at all. Any progress. I didn't make any progress with him today at all.
So that is basically, that is the TLDR. That is basically all that we need to know about the conversation between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. He has made no progress with him at all. And I think we all felt the progress that Trump has made with Putin last night. Literally, and heard it. So that's great. Thank you. Thank you, Donald Trump, for making America and the world great again. Kremlin responds to Trump's comments about his disappointment with Putin. And this is Peskov, our favorite Russia representative, Peskov. Russian leader Vladimir Putin's press secretary, Dmitry Peskov, has said that the Kremlin is paying close attention to statements made by US President Donald Trump, who previously expressed his disappointment with the results of his conversation with Vladimir Putin. Of course, we are paying very close attention to all of President Trump's statements. During the conversation, President Putin reiterated that we are interested in achieving our goals. Yes, so basically, Putin told Trump, we are going to continue to do whatever we want. We have our goals. We're going to push for them. We're not making any concessions. Peace, forget it. Screw yourself. No progress made. So, goals during that special operation, and preferably doing so through political and diplomatic means, preferably. Or we can just bomb the civilian population, that works too. Peskov said that as long as it is impossible to achieve these goals by diplomatic means, Russia will continue its so-called special operation, i.e. full-scale war against Ukraine. So, that's interesting, I guess. That's cool. That's very cool. It's Biden's war, no progress made. But listen, silver lining. If Trump were president, none of this would have ever happened, okay? That must feel so nice for people to know, the victims of the war, that if Trump were president, none of this would have ever happened. So, they were trying to get Lucy. No, they were not trying to get her. They were not. So that's it. That's the update. Any questions? I'm not sure if I have anything else to add, to be honest. On the topic of that big attack. A school was hit. A medical center, I'm pretty sure, was hit. Everything was hit. The drones. I've seen anti-air shooting from my window, red lights going to the sky. I heard explosions. I felt explosions. I thought I'd get McDonald's, but unfortunately when the air sirens go off, McDonald's closes its doors and kicks everybody out. So no McDonald's for me when Russia decides to attack. How unfortunate. Russia has conspired to deprive me of McDonald's. That's okay. If there's a takeaway from this entire situation, it's that Russia has conspired to deprive me of McDonald's. And that is the takeaway that I would like you to hold to get out of this whole situation. What a big, beautiful I've given you a big, beautiful recap of events, just much like that big, beautiful bill. Putin is a bad person? I guess so. I guess that is true. Putin is not the swellest guy. This is just another example of the fact that Zelensky has bended backwards to please Trump, to please the United States. The mineral deal has been signed. I have no clue why at this point. And it changed nothing. It's changed nothing on Trump's administration's stance on Ukraine. In fact, it's just getting worse. It's getting increasingly worse, considering that aid has been frozen because of the dwindling US stockpiles, because apparently Biden has emptied the US stockpiles, even though apparently, according to reports, this is absolutely not true. That's such an expensive attempt to deprive Lucy from her McDonald's. $6 million attempt. I know, right? I mean, listen, my McDonald's is a sacred thing, okay? My McDonald's is a sacred thing. It is my sacred right to have my McDonald's, okay? To have my McDonald's and eat it too. Oh, I'm very disappointed with the conversation. But listen, I don't think that's not everything. I'm not done, okay? I'm not done with this topic. It's Lucy's God-given right to get her nuggies. How did you even know that I ordered nuggets? I feel like you're following me or something. I feel like I'm being, I don't know. To be fair, that's where the best McDonald's is made. You know what? Maybe if people would donate to me more, I would not have to eat mid food, okay? I would eat beautiful, big, beautiful meals, okay? But as it stands, I eat McDonald's sometimes when I can afford it, okay? This is what happens, okay? I would have been eating big, beautiful meals, but instead I'm eating McDonald's because the chat cannot log in and get a grip and, like, subscribe, comment in chat, and most of all, donate. Okay, listen. Report says US stockpiles enough to give Ukraine. I could have sworn there was something like that. There you go. Hegseth halted weapons for Ukraine despite military analysis that the aid wouldn't jeopardize US readiness. There you go. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie daisy. It looks like Biden has not emptied those stockpiles after all. I guess it did feel a little bit weird that the United States, that has the biggest budget in the universe when it comes to weapons, would suddenly have dwindling stocks, okay? Dwindling stockpiles. My goodness. I have to turn on the sound.
To pause weapon shipments to Ukraine. Multiple officials with knowledge of that decision tell NBC News that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered a pause in sending missiles and ammunition over concerns about the U.S. military's stockpiles. Officials say the stockpiles of munitions had been depleted from the U.S. support for Ukraine, as well as military operations in the Middle East. A White House spokesperson said in a statement, this decision was made to put America's interests first, following a DoD review of our nation's military support and assistance to other countries across the
Department of Defense, by the way, for anyone that does not know somehow what DoD is.
globe. The strength of the United States Armed Forces remains unquestioned. Just ask Iran. That's from the White House.
Jesus Christ.
NBC News senior national security correspondent Courtney Cuby joins me now. And Courtney, when you see a pause like this, what kinds of munitions are involved and what's at stake?
Anti-air drones, I think, and also precision munition.
Yeah.
Shells.
So it's not uncommon for the U.S. military to look at their stockpiles and then look at the potential threats around the world and say, where are we? Are we getting too low in certain munitions that the United States may need for other future potential threats?
Nope.
Namely, right now, is there any concern that the U.S. could need things like offensive munitions or defensive things if, in fact, the U.S. were to be in some sort of a conflict with China? That's what's happened here is this review.
Yeah, because the U.S. is just racing to a conflict with China.
But what's notable is exactly what you asked about, Kelly, the types of munitions here. We are told that they include things like Patriot interceptors. Now, our viewers may think, they've been hearing a lot about Patriots. That's because the U.S. has been using them to defend against attacks by Iran, not only at Al Udeid Air Base recently, but also helping to defend Israel against attacks from Iran.
Because, of course, the U.S. nor any Western country will never help defend Ukrainian skies, but Israel is a completely other topic, isn't it?
Iran. It is a critical munition. And Kelly, there are not a lot of them made every single year. The U.S. has been using a lot of them over the last several years, specifically since October 7th. That's one of these. But at the same time, it is critical that Ukraine have air defenses like Patriot interceptors right now. Just this week, we saw Russia launch off the most aerial attack, the biggest aerial attack in the entire war that's existed there for over 3
I've been here for it. I've been waiting for my McDonald's, which has been cancelled.
years.
Thank you, Vladimir Putin, for cancelling my McDonald's. Thank you.
Now, Ukraine is desperate for these sorts of things, but the United States is also looking at their stockpile. But the reality is, it's not just the defensive. This also includes things like air-to-air AIM missiles, AIM missiles. It also includes things like 155 rounds for Gimlers. Those are multiple launch rocket systems. So the U.S. at this point is pausing all of these while they look to see if there's any chance that U.S. stockpiles simply get too low while they're trying to send more things to Ukraine.
And apparently that's not true, according to analysis.
When we say pause, do we have a sense? Is that weeks? Is it months? Any way to estimate?
So we don't know at this point, other than officials continuing to say temporary and pause. The reality, though, Kelly, officials are also telling us that some of these systems, namely things like the 155 rounds, those could get released to Ukraine faster than some of the other ones, like the Patriot interceptors, that are a little bit more in higher demand right now, and that, frankly, the stockpiles just are a little bit more in jeopardy.
And the U.S. also provides munitions to other grounds.
Those officials continuing to say temporary and pause. The reality, though, Kelly, officials are also telling us that some of these systems, namely things like the 155 rounds, those could get released to Ukraine faster than some of the other ones, like the Patriot interceptors, that are a little bit more in higher demand right now, and that, frankly, the stockpiles just are.
Israel needs weapons. Israel needs those things far more than Ukraine, obviously.
A bit more in jeopardy.
And the U.S. also provides munitions to other countries, too, and I imagine that could be part of the calculation.
Yeah,
there are certain kids that are daddy's favorite, and in this case, Israel beats Ukraine.
The question, though, is, are we talking about what the U.S. sells to other countries? So the U.S. will frequently hear about things like foreign military sales, selling weapons, systems, equipment to other countries, or are we just talking about aid? Really, the U.S. only provides aid like this to Ukraine and to Taiwan.
And we'll button it up right there.
Yep, there you go. Also, thank you very much for the $25, Dr. Johns. Here you get some real food, Lucy. I'll use it to go to Kharkiv. Thank you. But yes, what real food can I get? What real food do you recommend? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're helping me tremendously to stay afloat as a content creator, as the biggest Polish trans streamer, which I would like to remind you that I am. I am exactly that. And the big, beautiful streamer. Okay? So there you go. It seems like tonight nothing has happened and I'm safe, okay? I am not gonna be kicking the bucket tonight. Yay? Oh, also let's see the clip that Philippopoulos has made. I will not be kicking the bucket tonight just yet. Everything was hit. The drones. What's the clip? I've seen anti-air shooting from my window. Red lights going to the sky. I heard explosions. I felt explosions. I thought I'd get McDonald's, but unfortunately when the air sirens go off, McDonald's closes its doors and kicks everybody out. So no McDonald's for me when Russia decides to attack. I mean, it's true. It's true. Russia has conspired to deprive me of McDonald's. I mean, but you cannot complain, okay? It's true. It's true. I have been deprived of McDonald's, but apparently Dr. Jones does not even approve of my. Wait, what do you want to clip? This is a bucket. Dear God, there's more. Wait, what? More of what? What? What are you talking about? What bucket? I'm going to show you something, okay? Still hiding in subway during attack. Kiev massive attack. Maybe Twitter. Kiev people in subway drones. Kiev in turmoil. There you go. This is what happens. People hide in the shelters. Thanks, Donald. Thanks, Donald. You have done us a solid. Thank you. This is beautiful. Just as beautiful as the big, beautiful bill. Thank you. I had to do the reference because nobody else would. Oh, that is sad. That is indeed sad that nobody else would do it. Oh, wow. Well, I guess I can say, at least I feel lucky that it's not here. But yeah, this is how the Ruski Mir visits Ukraine. This is what happens, okay? Kyiv residents are planning to spend the night in the metro for safety. When the subway becomes your temporary home. Well, what have we here? What have we here? Big, big, beautiful bill. Oh, that didn't work. What? What are you doing? I get the reference. So, any questions, any thoughts and prayers? Well, you don't have to think or pray tonight anymore because the danger has passed. So, thinking is over. Oh, wow. Well, everywhere else, Kyiv seems safe for now, but everywhere else isn't. The Chernihiv region, wait, we have a map, okay? I think somewhere I had an opened map. Why am I checking this on the phone when we have a map somewhere around here? Didn't we have a map? Air raid alert map. There you go. You can just check it out. So Kyiv is okay. Rivne is not. Zhytomyr, Khmelnytsky, Vinnytsia, Charsky, Poltava, Sumy, Chernihiv, Luhansk, the famous Luhansk Independent Republic, which according to some should be wiped off the face of the earth, which apparently Russia agreed with this sentiment because it in fact single-handedly did wipe it out of the face of the earth. Yeah, there is. With the... My goodness. Things are not good on the battlefield, but you know what? It's alright. What's the worst that could happen? Actually, never mind. You don't want to know what the worst that could happen is. Never mind, that was a silly question on my behalf. It was silly of me to even ask. Obviously, USA was basing all of their air defense on Israel, I guess. Whoosh, I guess. Yes. Yes. Lucky me. Lucky me, it could have ended much worse, but it didn't because I'm lucky. Who knows what I could have been doing during this air attack, the biggest one since the start of the war. I could have been doing some very unsavory things. Okay? Who knows? You don't know me. You don't know what I'm up to. Off the clock. When I'm not streaming. You don't know what I'm up to. What shenanigans I concoct. Oh, Lucy, can you show us the red lights in the sky? I guess. Hold on. You can Google them. Kyiv, air siren, Kyiv, drone, attack, anti-air. There are many videos of the anti-air, I think. Twitter. Kiev anti-air Shahid. Twitter. I hope I can find it. I guess I cannot find it. Sorry. Sorry. There's that documentary about... Oh, disconnected. There's the documentary about the entire crew. Well, you know what? We might as well watch the... We might as well. Because why not? Why the hell not? We might as well do it. Do it. Do it. Alright, let's do it. Like Darth Sidious. YouTube, we're gonna do a promo. Okay, we're gonna do a promo of superior content to mine. Dylan Burns TV. How nice. I don't know why, but YouTube started translating the titles for the videos for me. So I have here Ukraińskie rodeo antydronowe, which sounds super stupid in Polish. What a stupid thing, okay? But that's not gonna stop us from checking out the documentary because it has red lights in the sky, okay? Also, you should all watch it and promote it. I'm just gonna link it, okay? Whether you like it or not, I don't care. I don't care about your consent. I don't care about your consent. Okay? Nobody cares. I mean, I kind of do, but you know what I mean. You understand me. I hope you understand me. The fact that you're saying I will check it out later and you have not checked it out yet is a red flag to me. Okay? I'm starting when you say stuff like I haven't watched it yet, I have to check it out later. You're beginning to feel like a suspicious human to me. I'm highly suspicious of your motives. And that happens. So tread lightly.
Включай.
Where are the lights in the sky?
Дима, шукай.
Да, идет.
Побачиш, скажеш.
When does it happen?
Далеко буде. Далеко буде. Може не до нас.
Ну дивись.
The unmistakable sound of a Russian kamikaze drone approaching, like a
Oh,
lawn
there we go.
control. Here in Sumy or anywhere else. I did my best to stay outside in the cold as much as I could, afraid that I'd miss the moment if I stay away from our lethal heirloom we call air defense. From our position in an open field, we could see activity in every direction when the Kremlin paid our air defense the way to Kiev.
I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of the music choice in this fragment of the document. Oh my gosh, I'm criticizing that thing. Yes, you all should watch it and you all should promoted. Already watched it? Did you leave a comment and a like?
Here in Sumi or anywhere else. Streaks of red.
Oh yeah, look at this.
There it is again. Drones.
What was that weird whisper? Who is he summoning? Who is he summoning? He's summoning drones as if he was summoning pets. A little doggy.
There it is again. Drones. As I fail to fall asleep in Kiev and find myself trying to pass the time by smoking and playing Bannerlord on my computer, the recognizable sound of Russian long-range fixed-wing
Bannerlord
drones slowly filled my ears as it approaches. It's as if a lawnmower was flying above your home and was closing in on my location, along with the apartments of many other civilians who may end up in the destructive pathway of these war machines. I've come to know that
Okay, we watched The Lights in the Sky, okay? My goodness. But yes, watch the documentary, it's good. I hope. I've done my duty to war journalism. Oh my gosh. Welcome back, Elo. I see that you have not... Why are you here? Why are you even here? Jesus Christ Almighty, you've said your bit last time. Why are you here? What made you make to this? What drove you to the decision to come back to the stream and watch it again? Jesus Christ Almighty. Thank you, Lucy Haza. It was not my fault that you're stupid. Thank you, Lucy. The red lights in the sky were very beautiful. Yeah, it's like Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Beautiful. Beautiful. With my huge audience and influence, I might contribute to the documentary getting like maybe even 5 additional views or something. Right? 5 additional views. Isn't that incredible? Did I not perform my duty when it comes to aiding journalism? I'm looking forward to see your interview on YouTube. I might release something really soon, actually. I might release a mini interview tomorrow. I'll edit it myself. Because why not? Not a bad game, Mimo. Bannerlords. Can't wait. Thank you. Oh. Why are you here, Elo? I sincerely... Are you so bored? If you're bored, come to Ukraine. There's always something exciting going on, like missiles and drones. You can just, I don't know, you can listen to the explosions. Or partake in one, if you're really a thrill seeker. If you're a real thrill seeker, you can always, I don't know, catch an explosion. Hey Lucy, how are you doing today? I'm doing the best that I can, as always. I've been doing pretty okay before Elo has joined this chat, so... I cannot believe that I have that people come back hateful clients come back to call me ugly. Yes, I know who the ex-president of Poland is. Jesus Christ, Ella. Calm your tits. So yeah, we've tackled this topic. Is there anything else that I wanna talk to you about regarding this topic? Apart from the fact that Russia completely ignored Trump, does super big attacks. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my goodness. My goodness. How is everybody? Apart from Ella. I don't care how Ella is. Okay? I don't care about Ella's well-being. If Ella is so disrespectful and rude. Disrespectful and rude. Only 9 likes. A view is a view. Maybe. I don't know. I would like to have nice viewers, okay? Not like this, okay? Please, not like this. I mean, he was a pretty good president, I will give you that. He did bring Poland into NATO. Kwasniewski, during a presidential debate, did promise to get Poland into NATO, and he delivered NATO, so I will give you that. Elo, he was a pretty good president. There you go. You've got this concession from me. You've got it. You've got it from me. Is that interesting, talking about events that have directly affected me? EVP World News. Poland's Vistula River reaches record low levels. Oh my god! Look at this. Look at the Vistula River. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen this. Are we gonna see some World War II munitions again? My goodness, the drought is real. I hope Fido is okay because the drought is happening and it's real. Oh, I can see that you don't like Nabrodsky. Well, maybe we can see eye to eye, okay? Maybe you don't like how I look. Maybe you don't see me as beautiful, but you know what? At least we can agree that Nabrodsky we don't like, right? Can we agree on that, Errol? Not gonna lie, 2025 is a pretty bad year. Dylan was too busy filming the Maxim machine gun of 1938 production, and I saw some footage of what Dylan filmed, but it's mostly clips and a lot of comments about Maxim machine gun. Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? Maybe if the West would have stepped up with aid, Ukraine would not have to use the Maxim machine gun, okay? Let this be a lesson in humility to all of you. Oh, well, thank you, Ella. Wow. Look at this. Look at the levels. Poland's Vistula River has reached record low levels. I did not know this was happening while I was in Ukraine. My dog waits for me always, every day, outside. I hope my brother's taking care of Fido, because like this heat is brutal. And if I come back to my dog being like overheated or something, then I'm not gonna be pleased, okay? I'm not gonna be happy. Much of Europe, including Poland, has faced several heat waves in June and July, triggering widespread heat alerts as temperatures soared above 40 degrees Celsius, Jesus Christ, in several countries, including France, Spain, and the UK. Forecasts in Poland predict temperatures up to 35 degrees. I heard there were like 36 degrees where I live, which is near Warsaw. This is a bad omen. Well, you know. All right, let us continue with the news. I've tackled the most interesting topic of today. Suspect in attack on Belarusian opposition. I'm not super interested in that right now. Shipping through Hungary disrupted as drought hits Europe's major transport. Wait, shipping of what? Aid? Unusually low water levels on the Danube River in Hungary are affecting shipping, agriculture, and local ecosystem. Oh, agriculture. Okay. Immediately, I'm not interested. Okay. I should have known. I should have known that it was not aid, considering that Hungary has stopped providing any aid to Ukraine. I recently got a dehumidifier and the house is no longer a death trap. Well, you know what? I not only do I not have a dehumidifier here, there are also drones. So this apartment, it's definitely still a death trap. Okay. This apartment here is definitely still a death trap, Zoshlex, all things considered. Well, now we know that Lucy ordered nuggets, but with what sauce? Oh my god, what sauce? You want me to go to the kitchen and bring back the sauce and tell you? I don't remember. But it's definitely a sauce. The most interesting topic being Lucy McDonald's order. I know, right? Listen, leave me alone, okay? I add the personal touch to my reporting. Yes, that's right. I am a journalist now. Oof. True. Oof is right. Mike Shack's match. I don't care. I don't care about tennis. Merits Trump's secret deal. Ooh, I love secret deals that are being reported on in the mainstream media. Oh, yes, I forgot. Okay, let's see. Official protests, that'll do a lot. Okay, as all official protests have always been known historically to do. Oh, that'll teach Putin a lesson. Okay, an official whatever thing. That'll teach him. He's never gonna do it again. Anyway, going to check Dylan's stream now and listen to some Steve Rosenberg. Thank you for stream, Lucy. You're gonna abandon me for that pampered American that has a lot more views than me?
That's a betrayal, okay? What a betrayal. I'm gonna go to the kitchen and grab something real quick. I'll be right back. Kidding, he's not a pampered American. Don't tell him that I said that. I'll be right back. I'm back. I cannot believe that I've been backstabbed like this by my own viewer. That strongly worded letter will teach them. Yes, yes it will. I'm gonna drink some water, as one does. Go, go, go. Oof. Let's see. Let's see. All right. My goodness. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Yes, the alarm is over in Kiev. All right. Dry Vistula. Dry Hungary. Maelstrom's secret deal. Germany reportedly offers to fund US weapons for Ukraine. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz is seeking to strike a military deal with Donald Trump. The art of the deal, under to which Germany would fund US arms deliveries to Ukraine, according to the German newspaper's Bild. I wonder what sort of shipments are we talking about here? And I wonder what amounts of money. Well, now what? More topics. What do you mean, well, now what? I'm sorry. I talked about my not kicking the bucket in a drone thing. Now we're talking about secret deals, okay? Deal with it. Get it? Deal with reality, with the situation. I've already been betrayed tonight by Vladimir. Okay, I already feel bad. Citing sources in the German government, the paper reported that the deal would include Patriot missile defense systems, which are vitally needed by Ukraine. Oh, so I guess the stockpiles are getting mighty full once money is involved. Okay, I get it. Hey, Ukraine, we cannot give you any more Patriots. We have to freeze shipments. We have to give them to Israel. Oh, Germany wants to fund it. Well, never mind. I guess the stockpiles are suddenly full, which are vitally needed by Ukraine at the moment, owing to increasing Russian aerial assaults. According to Bild, U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth has received an official request from Berlin to purchase 2 Patriot systems at Germany's expense, with the intention of donating them to Ukraine. 2 Patriot systems, because apparently Ukraine does not have enough. Kyiv has previously attempted to procure the systems directly from the US, but was unsuccessful. I guess the US is not just gonna tell Germany to, I don't know, go screw itself, right? Fake Alex Kyle Parker has donated $5. Lucy is great, and I'm going to call Dylan Burns TV short. Please don't. I'll have you know that Dylan Burns TV, as far as I know, is not short. Okay? Also, I guess you're gonna be like Vladimir, you're gonna betray me and leave this stream to go to that other stream. Iran basically drained Iron Dome, and Israel needs to defend itself from famine victims. True. That is a thing that needs to happen, and quick, okay? Get them, kids. Which is a strange thing for me to say considering the nature of my work, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. Kyiv had previously, okay, I've already read this. I think I've got bad memory. What aid is Ukraine missing? Germany's initiative follows a direct appeal from Ukraine and reflects growing concern within the German government that Washington might reject the offer. Uh-oh. Oh, well, Germany, I guess Germany is no better than Ukraine. I guess, whoops. Germany's all cocky. Yeah, we're gonna give America an offer, and the US is gonna be like, no, peasants, you're just Germany. What the hell? Don't even come to us with your dirty boots to offer us money. Part of the deal, everybody. This comes amid an unexpected decision by the US. Unexpected, come on. Oh yeah, nobody has seen this coming. Nobody has expected Trump's administration to block aid to Ukraine. How unexpected. Okay, I'm gonna read this sentence again, this time seriously without goofing on it. This comes amid an unexpected decision by the US to suspend certain arms deliveries to Ukraine. Following on internal reviews of its weapons stockpiles, the US concluded it does not currently have sufficient reserves of artillery shells, air defense missiles, and precision-guided munitions to continue sharing them. Apparently, that's not exactly true. Apparently, that there are reports that sort of kind of contradict this report. So you stop calling people short. Jesus Christ. It's very not nice. Okay? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What the hell? He says he is 5'10", but I'm gonna call that Kyiv propaganda. Listen, not everybody can be as tall as me. I'm just gonna leave it at that, okay? Not everybody can be as tall as I am. Not everybody can be me. So yes, following the internal review, not enough anything. The United States, that has a budget that dwarfs every country on the planet, apparently has very dwindling stockpiles. The suspension apparently includes Patriot systems, 155mm artillery shells, and GMLRs, guided missiles, although the situation remains opaque. Opaque is right. Speaking to the press on Tuesday, Trump said, "We haven't suspended supplies. We're giving weapons, but we've given so many weapons." The US president added that his predecessor, Joe Biden, had emptied out the whole country. So how are you giving weapons if Joe Biden has emptied out the whole country by giving weapons to Ukraine? So we have to make sure we have enough for ourselves. America first. Dur, dur, dur. America first. Ukrainian officials claim that all deliveries have been halted. Kyiv sees the move as a pressure tactic, a signal from Washington aimed at pushing Ukraine towards concessions and potential negotiations with Russia, which, by the way, yeah, because it's Ukraine that should make more concessions. That makes perfect sense to me. Oh yeah, if there's any country that should just grow up and make more concessions, it's Ukraine more. What the hell was that? Make more and more concessions, Ukraine. Endless concessions. Okay. Never ending concessions. Perry the platypus, how completely unexpected, and but that I mean completely expected. True. That is definitely true. That we've in fact all expected it. What a shocker. What a shocking turn of events. And look at this. Look at these news. Poland submits official protest to Russian embassy over airstrikes on Ukrainian population because Poland's consulate has been hit. Google. Also, what the hell was that? Trump hugging the flag. Top Russian Navy general killed in missile strike near Ukraine border. Donald Trump's war against athletes. I assume trans athletes, which makes me intrigued. Okay, I admit that makes me intrigued. Has to be war against trans athletes. The Auschwitz system. Donald Trump, 1,000 faces. Okay, I don't care. Sorry, I don't care. Yeah, it is. It is a war on trans people. I wanted to. Oh yeah. There you go. Here's there you go. It's I'm gonna show it. Okay. Where was this? Oh, okay, this is the tweet. I'm gonna read it out in Polish to prove to you that I'm a real Polish person, okay? And not a fake. I'm gonna show to you that I'm a real Polish person. Has Ukraine tried to just surrendering? Russia obviously will just stop there and definitely not continue to expand. It worked so well for the mustache man in the 30s. They revoked that one lady award or something. Oh yes, the swimmer, the trans. Because trans people don't have it tough enough. Actually, a nice thing happened today on stream, but I'm gonna brag about it later. Gonna talk about Trump's alligator Auschwitz today too. Do you mean the big beautiful bill? I'm back. Yeah, I know you're back from calling people short. Wait, what do you mean? Did you do anything else? Jesus Christ. Stop calling people short. That's mean. That's mean-spirited. Anyway, I'm back. It's a complete shit show out here, as always. Out there, as always. What do you mean? Thank you for coming. Thank you for choosing the right stream, okay? Thank you for supporting the small streamer instead of supporting the big, successful streamer, okay? The fat cat streamer. I'm kidding. You should support him. No, they built a concentration camp in the Florida Everglades. Oh, link. Alligator Alcatraz wasn't part of the BBB, I think. Oh my gosh. More concentration camps. Beautiful. It's like George Lucas said, history rhymes. It's beautiful. Also, Ukraine wasn't even notified that the shipments of weapons was frozen. Okay, I'm gonna read the tweet to you. I'm a Polish person. W zmasowanym raszystowskim ataku na Kijów ucierpiał budynek Wydziału Konsularnego naszej ambasady. Właśnie rozmawiałem z ambasadorem Łukasiewiczem. Wszyscy są cali i zdrowi. Ukraina pilnie potrzebuje środków obrony przeciwlotniczej. So TLDR, the consulate building of Ukraine, Polish consulate building in Kyiv has suffered during the airstrike, the drone attack. I talked with the ambassador Łukasiewicz. Everybody's okay. Nobody got hurt. And then finally he said, Ukraine really needs anti-air, you guys. Please step up and give Ukraine some anti-air or else get screwed. Link it all. Link me the propaganda. I want to see it, okay? I want to see the AI propaganda. AI propaganda is my favorite type of propaganda. type of propaganda. Type of propaganda. Type of propaganda. This is my favorite type of propaganda. This is my favorite type of propaganda. Did I unmute something? Propaganda. Did I unmute something? I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. So I have this pesky echo that I'm going to have to edit out later. Let me search on it on Twitter. Okay. In the meantime, we're going to read about Poland's launching an official protest. Poland's foreign ministry has sent the Russian embassy in Warsaw an official note of protest against Moscow's air attacks on Ukraine's population following a strike which damaged the Polish consulate in Kyiv. I'm sure that Russia will take this to heart and will never attack Kyiv again. Oh wait, no, it did. Just tonight. Putin is mocking your peace efforts, Polish foreign minister tells Trump as missiles hit Polish consulate. Well, I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. He definitely is mocking the peace initiative. In a social media post on Friday, the Polish Foreign Ministry said the Polish Ministry of Foreign Affairs has handed a note to the Russian embassy protesting against the airstrikes on the population of Ukraine. As a result of last night's strikes, the building of the Polish embassy in Ukraine was damaged. Well, what do you know? The ministry emphasized that it is a violation of international law, in particular the 1961 Vienna Convention, and added, from Thursday night into Friday morning, Russia used around 550 drones and missiles to carry out its largest airstrike on Ukraine since the war began in 2022, according to the Ukrainian military, which added that 478 had been shot down by air defense systems. Drones won't scare us. Oh, there you go. I have no idea what a Rashostovsky attack is, but I guess we can all make little tiny mistakes in our tweets, so it's fine. It's fine. We all make mistakes. We're not all perfect. I know about the echo. Okay. Hello, Maya Mayor. Hello, Maya Mayor. I'm not perfect. Okay? Jesus. Calm down. Or don't come down. But like the stream. And donate. Those are the only requests that I've got for you. I've got more likes than viewers, which means that some viewers must have bailed. Following the strike, apologies. Following the strike, Polish Foreign Minister Radosław Sikorski took to social media to say that he spoke with Poland's charge d'affaires to Ukraine, Piotr Łukasiewicz, and everyone's okay. We already read the tweet. Meanwhile, Łukasiewicz posted, "Drones won't scare us. We stand with Ukraine to victory." In a separate post, the foreign minister said that President Vladimir Putin was mocking Donald Trump's efforts to secure peace in Ukraine. True. Urging the US president to restore supplies of anti-aircraft ammunition to Ukraine and impose tough new sanctions on the aggressor. First of all, it seems like the US stockpiles are dwindling because the US is a very modest, military country. And second of all, new sanctions. Are you mad? Are we boring you, Lucy? Listen, it's the stress, okay? It's been a very stressful night. It's all been so stressful. Please feel sorry for me, okay? It's all been so bad for me. Conversation came a day after Trump spoke over the phone with Putin. A talk the US president said left him disappointed. Trump, who sees himself as a peacemaker and has pledged to stop the Russia-Ukraine war, has grown increasingly frustrated at the Kremlin's lack of concrete steps towards peace, but has thus far refused to commit to additional comprehensive sanctions against Moscow. It is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is. Yeah, I know. Shout out to the. Okay, listen. This is the wrong stream to do this, considering that I've shouted out at least one documentary today. Okay, you cannot do this to me tonight. I've literally watched a fragment of a documentary and I shouted it out to my huge audience of 7. Oh, sorry, 9. Sorry. My apologies. My sincerest apologies. Trump's who sees himself. We already went through this. Crap. Wow. Beautiful, big, beautiful call. Has anybody linked anything about the new concentration camp? Please do, and we will check it out. I'm actually genuinely very tired. I know nothing. Lucy obviously ignores. I don't ignore chat. What the hell? I just read it like right now. What do you mean? I ignore chat. Alligator Alcatraz. Also, ICE is set to become the largest funded police agency in the United States. Oh my god. Of course it is. Why am I not even surprised at this juncture? I like this stream. Okay. And pay attention to the chat, human glorp. True. I mean, it's my charm that I do pay attention to the chat. I'm so ready to live in a police state. Too late, you already are. Link some AI propaganda. Where did you link it? Oh. Let me see. Let me watch it. We're gonna watch it together like a family now. We're gonna watch the thing. I'm so sleepy. You would not believe how sleepy I am. This page does not exist. Try looking for something else. What? Have I been given an invalid link? Oh no. I think I just screwed it up. I think I just messed up by adding this T at the end. Alligator Alcatraz, make America safe again. You cannot be. Is that the official title for the thing? Alligator Alcatraz. Is that what the government is unironically calling it? You have got to be kidding. You know crematoriums were too on the nose, but feeding people to gators is totally original. I don't know, but everyone's calling it that. Oh my gosh. Soon Lucy will live in 1984. They're making games illegal in Europe, right? No. Oh my god. No, they're not. Maho, come on. Are you gonna force me to go into the Stop Killing Games initiative? No, they're not making games illegal in Europe. Oh my god. It's not only the title, it's also the merch. True. The merch is the most important bit, I suppose.
suppose that is important. The merch is important. Start killing games, that's pirate software or whatever. That's the person called Pirate Software that said start killing games. Who let Pirate Software onto stream? I said stop killing games, not start playing games. If I said start playing games, that means that I'm very tired. Who let Pirate Software? He got swatted recently, apparently because of a mistake. Wait, what? Who got swatted? Pirate Games? Did you sign the stop killing games thing? Maybe. Maybe I did. Listen, I don't like games being taken away from me on a whim of companies, okay? I'm not a big fan of that happening. So maybe I did sign, okay? Maybe I have. What if I did? What if I did sign it? Oh, there you go. Thank you, Maya Mayor. I'm gonna read an article, even though apparently that's a dead format, according to Dr. Johns. Me dryly reading an article, like a robot, like a bot. First immigration detainees arrive at Alligator Alcatraz in Florida, Everglades. Looks cozy to me. Doesn't look so bad. Doesn't look like a place where people could get hurt. Also, I don't see any alligators, so the allegation that people get fed to the alligators is obviously fake news. And this place looks very cozy, so I don't know what people are complaining about. Then don't dryly read it. Give your own opinions. How cute of you to think that I have my own opinions. Listen, I've been told that I'm a journalist now, so it's not a job. It's not a job of a journalist to have their own opinions, as evidenced by Walter Duranty, who won a Pulitzer in the 30s of the last century, and he basically admitted later that he had no opinions of his own, that he only said what the Soviet Union told him to say. So I think it is clear that giving your own opinions will not lead you to a Pulitzer or to being popular and cool. If there's any lesson that we should learn from that, it's that. Okay? If you want to be a loser, give your own opinions. If you want to be a winner, follow the state party line. I hope they will make a good law, like gaming has been really anti-consumer for a while. Oh yeah, it has. Hello, Lisa. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. It's so nice to have you here. Always. It is sad that you're not always here, but you know, press the like button, etc. The merge part is very important. So how do we identify Nazis in current state of affairs in America? All right, they all are going to wear the alligator hat. Really, really, really. Thank you for pressing like. The alligator hat. Also chanting, hail Donald Trump, deport all scum. True. I see that you get it. I see that you understand. He was also saying people were reviewing bombing his Undertale clone that's been in development for 7 years and you don't own according to the EU law, but I've seen people pushing back on that claim too. Most of the reviews were about the game not being done and broken because broken promises. Dr. Jones, not much of a review bomb.
I mean, to be fair, Dr. John said that people are saying that the person himself is saying that it was review bombed, so Dr. Jones was not making an affirmative claim on whether or not it has been, in fact, bombed. Bombed. I said bombed. Oh yeah, review bombed. Bombing is on my mind a lot. Okay? Bombing has been on my mind a lot. There you go. So the portal scum. I was tagging just added sorry to add to it. You should be sorry. The first group of immigrants have arrived. The first group of immigrants has arrived at the new detention center deep in Florida. Oh my gosh, why do always the worst things happen in Florida? Why is Florida such an accursed state? Something should be done with Florida. Florida should be frozen until we figure out what the hell is going on with it. Everglades that officials have dubbed it alligator Alcatraz, okay? It's not that just everybody's calling it that. I've been like, wait, hold on. Does the administration itself call it alligator Alcatraz? That sounds a little bit on the nose. And chat told me, no, everybody's calling it that. And now it's like, oh no, the officials have literally called it the alligator Alcatraz. Wow. That is so fascinating. Jesus Christ, of course they have to give it a cute name. A spokesperson for Republican State Attorney General James Utheimer told the Associated Press, "People are there," Press Secretary Jay Williams said, though he didn't immediately provide further details on the number of detainees or when they arrived. Next stop, back to where they came from, Utheimer said on X social media platform Wednesday. He's been credited as the architect behind the Everglades proposal because, of course, they must be deported, especially when they were children born here, since the US is apparently doing away with birthright citizenship, in which case I would ask for those children. Apologies. Where is where they came from for these children? But yes, it's like I used to have much more to do with Border Patrol. I used to have unpleasant raids by them. I'm not gonna reiterate that story, it's a long story. And then one of them drove me to, like it was near a forest, drove me to a checkpoint and basically said, oh yeah, those facilities for immigrants, they're basically prison. Those are basically prison. So it does not surprise me in the slightest that against immigrants there's a place called Alcatraz, like invoking heavy prison against immigrants. It should be noted it's called that because Florida is an alligator state. Yeah, but it's pretty bad still. Also, Florida is an accursed state, so maybe it should be called the accursed Alcatraz. That's what they're saying, so everyone should still go sign it. And they were shipping in gators, ton stock, to stock the area around it with alligators.
But what was the point of stocking Florida alligators? I don't get it. What's... Okay, I'm fading out. I'm really, really sleepy. You wouldn't even know. You would not know how sleepy I am. Did you see me lose it? Did you see me lose consciousness on stream live? Because of swamps, like huge swamp energy. Wait, what do you need to fill it with alligators? I don't get it. Maybe I'm not American enough to get it. Yeah, I'm just not American enough. I don't have... Uh-oh. We're back. Uh-oh. False alarm. Well, I said, oh yeah, we're safe for tonight. It's over. It's all good for tonight. There ain't gonna be any more attacks. Nope. Hold on, I have to check the phone. Thank you, Vladimir Putin. More drones, thanks. Wow. Okay. That was a very short respite, okay? Thank you. I needed that. I need to be droned more. This is exactly what I need. When a gator is caught in a residential area now, they pick them up and bring them to the alligator Alcatraz. Or at least that is what people claim. I'm not sure if it's true. It sounds true enough for me to spread this information around without any reflection or fact checking. Fact checking is for weak scum that should be locked in the alligator Alcatraz. Okay? You think that I should check my information? Oh yes, we're so back. Now Vladimir Putin is so going to deprive Lucy also from her sleep. True. I was about to end stream and sleep, but good luck. First, they come for my McDonald's. Then they come for my sleep. Jesus. It seems like there's more drones on the way. Beautiful. Like the bill. Putin, stop. Lucy wants her nuggies. Okay, McDonald's is just closed at this time period. At 3 a.m., McDonald's is just closed. 4 a.m., excuse me. Apologies, it's 4 a.m. actually. Let's see Twitter. I want to see updates on Twitter. China tells EU it cannot afford Russian loss in Ukraine war. Wonderful. US news. Hold on. I thought I heard on Twitter. I think I'm hearing drums. We'll see you doing anything tomorrow? Maybe. Why? Surviving. Tomorrow I'm surviving. Just like tonight. Didn't that sound cool? Aren't I cool? Well, you see, Lucy, the war is much more important than the people. True. Truer words were never said. Okay? That is so true. Also, don't film, that's illegal. I didn't film. Okay? Also, I'm pretty sure that the part that's illegal is publishing, not filming itself. Also, you can only see the white wall, okay? It's not tripping any clause. Movie, since I got left high and dry today. Okay, we can watch a movie. So I'm sad and waiting to be drowned and sleepy. I guess that's happening. Stood up in record time under Gov. Ron DeSantis' leadership and coordination with DHS Gov and ICE Gov. Florida is proud to help facilitate real Donald Trump's mission to enforce immigration law. Yeah, in other words, to just deport as many people as possible and screw over the US workforce and everybody involved, really. Enforce the law. Law! The account to the Florida Division of Emergency. Let's just, it's an Alcatraz. What else can I say about it? It's horrible. It's horrible. Okay? I don't need to read a whole long ass article to know that this is wrong, okay? To lock people in concentration camps. I would have thought that we've learned our lesson, but it seems like humanity has learned nothing at all. Go sleep? Okay. I guess that was a very short stream. I've talked about the most important thing, okay? Which is, my adventures. I'm gonna raid you to somebody. I'm gonna raid you to Vegcom, okay? Is that okay? Is that okay with you? Maybe I'll stream later. I'll see you. Bye-bye. I'm too tired to continue. Apologies. Good night. I'm very, very tired. Oh, right on cue. See you. Bye-bye.